Soccer Stadium, where we have the Ashland Lady Arrows at home taking on the Perrysburg Lady Jackets. This high school broadcast of soccer is being live streamed to you directly on your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer. And it all comes to you next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
I'm Garret G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report.
Maumee Bay Turf Center, a leader in synthetic sports services as well as natural field construction, maintenance, and renovation. Maumee Bay Turf is part of Turf Nation, the most trusted source in the synthetic turf industry, including creating the surface for the biggest game in pro football. From professional, college, and high school sports to recreation and commercial projects, check them out at MaumeeBayTurfCenter.com and see our large collection of finished projects and services. Maumee Bay Turf Center, we build better.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
What's up, America? Brian Skoronsky here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to Ashland Community Soccer Stadium. Storm Bluntschly, joined by, of course, my good personal friend as well as my colleague, the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, we got a good one on the docket on this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Storm, an interesting matchup between two out-of-conference foes. Perrysburg sitting at 6-0-2, just two ties on the year. Then Ashland 3-5-1, looking to rebound. They pick up a win in their last one, so it's going to be a nice barometer for these two teams here on this Saturday evening matchup.
Let's take a look at our Ashland Arrows team spotlight here. Unfortunately, tape delayed and free on the OH report. Due to technical limitations, we were not able to bring this one to you guys live as we take a look at our team spotlight. Like you mentioned, 3-5-1. Their last 3-1 at home and 1-4 on the road. They average 1.8 goals per match, and they allow 2.8. So, Garrett, you might say not quite a recipe for success.
A big reason why Ashland's been struggling this season is they've having hard times, putting the ball in the back of the net. I think they do a great job. I think only allowing 2.8 goals is pretty solid, but they got to be able to do it on the offensive end and put some goals in the back of the net and capitalize. We'll see if they can do that against a very tough Perrysburg squad here today.
Speaking of Perrysburg, let's take a look at their team spotlight. They've been off to an excellent start to the first half of this season. Last match they won versus Maumee 6-0. They're 6-0-2 right now, as you alluded to. They allow average 4.5 goals per match and allow 1.3. So this one is a recipe for success, Garrett.
Yeah, so I'm able to do it on both sides, of the ball. Able to score at a high level with 4.5 goals a match and then only allowing about 1 a game. So with 27 saves as well as a team. So they've been getting it done on both sides. It's an interesting matchup here against Ashland, a squad that had high expectations coming into this year, just not able to get off on the right foot so far, but they have a big chance here today.
As we get ready to kick things off here, so that'll close out our pregame show. Garrett, I always wondered something about you, and that's why it's always called recipes for success, but not recipes for successipies.
I don't like that, Storm.
Aww. They can't all be winners, It's tough being the ideas guy, I think. So, or our director Adam Thompson is in very much delight of that. So maybe we'll start that one up here soon for you, Garrett.
Sounds like a lot of fun, Storm. I can't wait to be a part of it. Just add some more flavor.
So, as we get started here, this is probably one of my more liked venues, I would say, around the area, Garrett. Just nice, wide open. And, we're right off the highway, but you don't really hear it all that much. And the stands are nice. And here we are on top of the world, just me and you, man. It's like the Titanic.
Yeah, Storm, it's nice when, a team can have really their own set stadium and not have to play at the football field here. Ashland is one of those teams, as well as Ontario, another one of my favorite venues. So it's always great to come up here to a soccer complex and not just a football field. So it's a great venue out here in Ashland.
Yeah, this might be like the actual highest altitude I've ever been at for a game. So this is exciting for me. A guy who's a little bit scared of heights, but looking down, it's like everyone's an ant down there, and we're all the way up in our mighty castle. So this is pretty awesome. Out of the jump, Perrysburg on the attack. Ashland takes it away. Plank has it. Moves it back over. Our keys to victory here for the Lady Arrows. Keep Perrysburg on their heels and continue the dominance at home as a team that's had a lot of success here at this. As they're close to scoring a goal here. It will be a save, however. But yeah, this is a team that's had a lot of success. And, winning at home, it's a lot easier. Some people don't really believe in the home field or home court advantage, but it's real.
I think all Ashland's wins so far this season have come at home. And they've been able to do it in pretty dominating fashion. They have a tall task today against an undefeated Perrysburg squad. So the home crowd's going to have to bring some good juju here if they're going to pick up a big win.
Great ball right here. Emma on the attack, tries to sneak that one inside. And sails over the keeper's head. Be out of play, we'll see what the call is. I think they're going to call it a corner kick for Perrysburg. Take a look at the keys to victory for Perrysburg. Get the ball into the feet of the playmakers, and they got to start fast, G-Man.
Yeah, I got to start here quick, and let's see if they can do it here. Going to have an opportunity here with the corner kick.
That one sails out of bounds as well. They're going to have another opportunity for a corner kick. That one sails into the box, hits the keeper in the face. She will save it. Garrett, and I think that's just heads-up soccer.
Nice little pun you had right there, Storm. Yeah, got them flowing here early this morning, but good chance there for Perrysburg. Just not able to capitalize. They're going to be trying to do that all day, try to put it in the hands of the keeper from Ashland. She should get some stops.
That one will be out of play, but regardless of the pun, Garrett, it was a terrific save, and that's a difficult position to be in if you're a goalkeeper with the the corner kick. It's so hard to defend because you never know where it's going to go, and you never know exactly where it's going to end up. So great on the goalkeeper.
Leads to some opportunities for headers from other players flying in the box. Not that time, as the goalkeeper was able to stand tall back there and get a save. Now Perrysburg on the attack as well.
So great save by Sadie Mills as Ashland's trying to clear it out of their backfield. Meeting has it, tries to move it over to the right side of the field. It's taken away by Perrysburg. Be a throw in for Perrysburg. Kept doing the throw in for them. G-Man, as per usual on the OH Report, it was a long Friday night for the both of us, with the pigskin and our games. And you get to see a pretty good one last night at Lucas, man. That seemed exciting.
Yeah, Mogador. Really, Lucas probably should have won that game, but they fumbled it a couple times. Here's an opportunity for Perrysburg. Let's see if they can capitalize, and they will. That'll be the first goal of the match here for the Yellow Jackets.
That'll be Avery Zeisloft scoring that goal and opening up the scoring here at Ashland Community Stadium. Let's take a look at the replay. Great through ball there from her teammate. Just sneaks it right past the keeper and into the back of the net on our Maumee Bay Turf Center replay. So Perrysburg starting off the scoring 1-0. It's not a good position if you're an Arrows fan. It's going down early, man. It's never easy to recover from that.
No, Ashland needed really to get on the scoreboard first to give them some confidence and some momentum.
Ashland now trying to score the equalizer. Hubler gets it over to Green on the close side of the field. A little bit of contact there, but Perrysburg will keep it in bounds. Ashland's still on the attack, however. Arrows now on the far side. Bittinger turns it over. Perrysburg clears it. Speaking a little bit about recipes for success, Garrett, that buffalo chicken dip you made the other day was fantastic.
Yeah, I know. I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised that I was able to pull that off. But, yeah, pretty phenomenal. I couldn't keep my hands off of it, so it's actually already gone.
Beverly with an opportunity, crosses it in. Excuse me, that was Francis with the opportunity as Mills saves it. Taking a look at our replay here. Just Mills with great awareness to save that one. And Garrett, I know we kind of talked about this pregame, but sometimes it's usually in March Madness. The brackets you pick which mascot. You pick your bracket based on which mascot would win in a fight. So I gotta ask you, who's winning a fight? A Yellow Jacket or an Arrow?
Well, Storm, we already had the conversation, so I think the right choice is the Yellow Jacket because the Arrow.
No,
can't
I
move.
want you to tell the people what you said before.
I said the Arrow because I just figured you could, shoot a Yellow Jacket with an arrow.
First off, you find somebody that can hit a Yellow Jacket with an arrow, and I'll eat my hat live on stream. But
An old timer.
yeah, it's a little old-timey expression. I like that expression though. Anyways, Garrett, it's not the Ashland logo isn't a person shooting an arrow. It's just an arrow. So I think just by default, as soon as the fight would start, the Yellow Jacket would win.
I guess so, Storm. I mean, I don't really know what else to say to that.
I just wanted to enlighten the people at home about, the conversation we had pregame. Will be out of play, and Perrysburg with a throw in. Lauren Kep gets that one inside to Maxwell. Gonna call foul, and Ashland will take possession. So Ashland now with the free kick. 32 minutes left to play here in the first half. Perrysburg once again on the attack. Francis has it on the far side. Battling with Bittinger. Still going at it over there. Now it's Brown trying to get through. That'll be out of bounds. Or out of play, excuse me. Toss in here for Perrysburg. Maxwell trying to control it. Addie Helbert kicks it out of bounds for the Arrows. So another throw in here for Perrysburg and the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets spending a lot of time down here. You got to think an opportunity is going to come for them. See if Ashland's able to clear it. Looks like they might have a chance here to get it out of there. That one's just going to roll right out of bounds, and then it'll stay with Perrysburg.
So Lauren Kep now on the throw in for the Yellow Jackets. Controlled now by Zeislov, who scored the opening goal here for us. Ashland looks like they're just trying to clear it. It'll be a great opportunity for them if this isn't offsides. That's Green crossing it to the net. Great defense from Haftes. Gets that one out of bounds. So Ashland will have a corner kick coming up here. See if they're able to capitalize on it. Corner kick is up. Header almost finds the back of the net, just misses by inches. Wow.
Great opportunity right there for Ashland, just not able to capitalize. Had a perfect shot too. Just a little bit too strong and not enough accuracy there. Would have been a huge opportunity for Ashland to cash in right there.
Yeah, that was like corner kick 101 right there. Everything except for the goal. So really impressive play there from the Ashland Arrows. Plank has it now, gets it taken away by Perrysburg. Ashland still trying to score the equalizer here. Nearly going to this first half. Great opportunity here from Perrysburg, and that's going to be Francis with the goal now for the Yellow Jackets.
Francis, one of the key contributors here for Perrysburg all season long, and making a mark on yet another game here for the Yellow Jackets as they make this a quick 2-0 here early.
Once again, just no defender in sight as Francis is just able to go one-on-one with the goalkeeper and then score. And Garret, Ashland has had their chances to score, but it's just been difficult for them offensively here today.
On the defensive end right there, you can't leave, Adelle Francis one-on-one just to play with the keeper right there, and that's her 20th goal so far this season, so she's been doing a lot of work for them. You got to really try to take her away. As Ashland, we've seen have a couple shots on goal. There's really nothing able to materialize. Some of these are going to have to begin to fall in if they want to try to stay in this game.
Dravenstadt tries to work it into the middle. Now back out to Beverly. Crosses it all the way to the right side where Green was waiting for it. It'll be a little too strong. That'll be out of play. Warren kept with the throw in. Perrysburg in dangerous territory. They decide to clear it. So it'll fall right back into possession of the Arrows. Ashland trying to work it into the middle of the field. Gets it taken away by Perrysburg. Zeisloft kicks it back to her defenders. Jones now working it around over to Heft. Perrysburg, another great opportunity. Just a little too much on that pass. They get it back, though. Zeisloft with a gorgeous ball. Francis trying to get the possession back to score this one. She will not. That'll be a foul on Ashland, so Perrysburg with a great, or excuse me, the other way around. Foul on Perrysburg, so Ashland with another free kick.
Great defense there from the Arrows. Perrysburg had a chance to try to get another one on the board here. Great job stopping them in their tracks and limiting this just a 2-0 game.
Perrysburg with another great opportunity. Emma on the far side tries to sneak this one inside. That'll be saved by Addie Mills.
Try to like that, maybe to set up a teammate there, try to cross it, see if they could try to get a better shot, but not able to capitalize. But another opportunity, but that one's just a little too far. Not enough accuracy there for Perrysburg, as it's going to be another goal kick for Ashland.
Yeah, Macy Maxwell not able to put that one in the back of the net. We've got a host of Yellow Jackets getting ready to check in.
Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 2, Camille Francis, number 6, Michaela Christie, number 15.
Guess you could call it a swarm of Yellow Jackets.
Thomas, and for the
But
Arrows, number 32, Grace.
absolutely hilarious, and the crowd goes wild.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Throw in here for Ashland.
What an awful crowd impersonation that was.
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was horrible.
I thought it was pretty bad.
I think it'll sound a lot better on the video.
I bet it will.
Oh, I don't know. If you're watching this at home, let us know if you thought my crowd impersonation was pretty good. Hey, that's coming from the guy who thought an Arrow would win in a fight over a Yellow Jacket, so. This one will be out of play. Perrysburg throw in. Looks like it's going to be Caputo here to take this throw. Ashland still trying to get in the scoring column here. It's 2-0 in favor of Perrysburg. The thing about Ashland, though, is they're still playing aggressive. You know, they're not playing timid. They're really up there. They're trying to score. They just have had some misfortune, and you know, shots just aren't finding the back of the net for them.
You know, sometimes you got to have a little bit of luck. You know, when you put either your head on it, especially when they cross it. We've seen Ashland have that great chance to get on the board here with that corner kick. Just not able to capitalize, just was a little bit too strong. Has now quickly fall into a 2-0 lead here from Perrysburg.
Ashland now trying to work things out of their territory. That's Beatty. Kicks it out of bounds. Perrysburg throw. This one gets crossed over. Stolen away from, or excuse me, stolen away by Ashland. That one will be kicked out of bounds. Going the other way. Take a look at the replay here on our Maumee Bay Turf Center replay. Plank has it for Ashland, running down the far side of the field. That one gets stolen away. Ashland regains possession. Beverly went for the Hail Mary. That one sails out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
It's a little too strong right there. I like the play, though. Try to take a shot, see what happens. But not able to get it to go. A little bit too much power on that one, as it'll be a goal kick for Perrysburg.
It's the old adage, you never know unless you try, Garrett.
Miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Storm.
Yeah, I believe that was Michael Scott who said that one. Could you imagine like having a famous quote like that? That'd be nuts. That'd be bonkers, I think. A little bit of contact. We're going to have another foul on Perrysburg. So Ashland trying to take advantage. Beverly trying to work it inside. They get it there. Bussner had it, but that one out of bounds once again. Arrow and a couple of Yellow Jackets will check in, as this one will be a goal kick for Perrysburg.
Would have liked to see maybe one more touch before she took that shot. I think she had some open grass in front of her. Might have pulled the trigger just a little too soon on that one, but at least you see these last couple of minutes, Ashland getting a couple more opportunities than they did throughout the entire first half so far.
That one out of play, and Garrett, I'd say that the time of possession has been about 50-50, and Ashland's had plenty of shots. They just haven't been hitting the back of the net.
I'd like to see them try to run a set off this throw and see if they can get maybe Plank, their best scorer so far this season, a shot on goal, and see if she can make it splash.
They should run stack.
Should.
You think that that's a play in soccer?
It is now.
Stack all your players and then have them each run a different direction. I think it might work.
Why not let it fly?
Why not let it fly? That's what I'm saying from the great vocal cords of Chris Smooth. Why not let it fly? Yeah, then usually followed up with a splash. Ashland with another opportunity. But that one out of play once again. Under 20 minutes left to play here in the first half. Ashland still trying to find their first score of the match. Perrysburg out to a 2-0 lead. Another goal kick here from Perrysburg. Here's Plank on the right side, trying to find any space she can. That was some great defense, though, from Kinsley Jones. I know I just said time of possession is probably 50-50, Garrett, but I would wager to say that Ashland has the advantage in time of possession, and Still can't find a way to put up a goal.
Just haven't had as many good chances as Perrysburg has. They've had a couple one-on-ones with the goalkeeper where they've made them, they made Ashland pay. See if Ashland can get a chance and maybe get playing on a one-on-one with the keeper. At least a chance for have a decent shot on goal.
Perrysburg on the attack. This is a great opportunity for them on the far sideline. That one will be kicked out of bounds by, I believe that was Bittinger once again. So Perrysburg with a throw in deep in Arrows territory. So the throw goes to Thomas, trying to work it into the middle. This will be a great shot from Francis, who has one goal already, but it will be saved by Sadie Mills.
Heads up play from Francis right there, just getting a foot on it, see if she can capitalize and maybe catch the goalkeeper sleeping, but Mills able to stop it right there, as we'll stay at 2-0 here, Lady Jackets.
So another save from Mills. As Ashland still keeping their foot on the gas, still keeping up the aggression, not letting their spirits be broken. That one will be out of play. Ashland with a throw in. Bettinger trying to work that one into the close side of the field.
Perrysburg almost scored that one in their own goal storm.
That would have been disastrous, to say the least.
Heads up play from the goalkeeper, just having a head on a swivel, but Perrysburg trying to clear it, but went right towards the goalkeeper and able to at least get a ball on it and stop it.
Gosh, head on a swivel, Garrett. We haven't said swipe down in like 5 or 6 live streams.
I don't think I've said swipe down all football season. It's not the swipe down season.
We did say football. It was the first game of the year that we called. Perrysburg on the attack. Ashland clears it back into Perrysburg territory. That one will be out of bounds. Goal kick here for the Yellow Jackets.
Speaking of people who do the do you know, have you, I know you've heard when like Shannon will say something in the skit.
Yeah.
And he'll do the
Oh man, Undisputed is just awesome. It's my turn. It's my turn. You told me it was my turn. Oh man. What a blessing that show is.
I love it.
Me too.
Not as much as I love, live and free soccer, but it's close.
Ashland now on the attack. 2-on-2 here on the close sideline. It's Halbert. We have an injury on the field. Take a look at the replay. Slide tackle. Took out the ankles. I don't look like it hurt. That was Caroline Thompson for Perrysburg. So she's able to walk off on her own power. Take a look at our replay one more time. Legs got tangled up, and ooh, that's scary. Glad she's okay. You think it's hotter or cooler all the way up on this tower than it is on the field, Garrett? I feel pretty, I'm not going to say chilly, but cooler.
Well, they say heat rises, Storm? Or is it just in like a house?
No, heat rises. Our director, Adam Thompson, with his little mini fans, keeping us cool. That breeze is nice as well. Francis has it. Great through ball. That was Camille Francis trying to get it to Adelle Francis, but they're going to call that one offsides. You know, speaking of, a little bit about Ashland, Garrett, and heat rising. You know, the balloon festival's so cool, and I've always wanted to ride in a hot air balloon.
Even when you're afraid of heights, though, Storm.
I know, but living in Ashland, I feel like that's like just something. Like if you ride a hot air balloon in Ashland, it's like you're that guy. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that it like added to your like status.
Yeah, it's a social status in Ashland. This is the balloon fest, and you go, hey, it doesn't matter. Is Perrysburg trying to score, but great defensive play from Ashland. That was Adelle Francis trying to score there, but Ashland with some great awareness, and I think this will set up a corner kick, but yeah, Garrett, it's like a social, like a hierarchy thing, like people who have ridden the hot air balloon and then people who have not. Nice. Oh, so our very own director's fiance got to ride in a hot air balloon. So she's like top dog in Ashland. As this is a corner kick for Perrysburg. Great opportunity. That one out of play. They're going to have another opportunity, though. But you're telling me, like...
I would do it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of heights. So I'd be down. I always wanted to go skydiving.
Ironically, me too. You can skydive in Ashland? You can skydive in Ashland. So, I don't know if it'd be as cool as going in a hot air balloon.
I feel like it'll be cooler.
I feel like there would be more of a rush when you skydive, but the wow experience is in the hot air balloon. How do you steer a hot air balloon?
See, my thing with the hot air balloon, I feel like once you get up there, it's like, okay, now I'm scared. Like, I just want to go down now. Like, there's nothing. You're just flying over. It's like going on an airplane.
Well, then you just jump out of the basket and you have the parachute. You could do both. I bet you could do both.
But like skydiving, like you're like, it's adrenaline. Like that would be
the ultimate rush, I assume. You're looking death right in the face as you jump out of that plane. Wild, man. I want to do it. Get me in that airplane. If there are any local skydiving places who want to sponsor, we would be happy to oblige. Corner kick here for Perrysburg. Header off target, but they retain possession. Another cross for them. Perrysburg will not score off that attempt, but some great looks. Air Ohio Skydiving LLC. 4.9 stars on Google, Garrett. Maybe we should go. Maybe that should be the G-Man project.
See, I don't.
Oh, now that we're talking about doing it,
I'm down to do it. The nerves are gonna be there. I'm not gonna not be nervous. I feel like any human would be nervous.
I would be so scared on the plane, but you can't go on the plane and then back out. Then you're already there. You just have to go. I think someone would have to push me. As Ashland, with a little bit of a push of their own, so close. Addie Helbert just mere inches away from scoring that goal, but great save from Perrysburg.
Ashland finally getting some pretty good shots on goal. That one almost was able to splash in, and here's a corner kick opportunity for the Lady Arrows.
Ashland able to keep possession off of the corner. Trying to work it around. Perrysburg right there. .4 minutes and 45 seconds left to play here. At least I think so. 9. Perrysburg clears it out right back into possession of Ashland. Terrific defense there from Kaylee Bittinger. Nonetheless, Perrysburg now on the attack. That was Camille Francis. Kicked it out of bounds, but I believe it'll be Perrysburg with the throw-in.
And for the Arrows, number 10, Haley Bond.
Lauren kept with the throw-in. Now Camille Francis has it, trying to find Emma. This one out of play, Perrysburg throw-in. Perrysburg now trying to work it across the midfield mark. They doing some terrific passing here from them. Thomas has it, trying to outpace Bittinger, but Bittinger gets there first and kicks it out of bounds.
Throw-in chance here for Perrysburg. Let's see if they can capitalize and maybe try to make this 3-0 before the halftime mark's even here.
So Garrett, for skydiving, average cost $159 for a tandem jump with an instructor plus the class fees. $320 for a solo jump, and it's 50 cents per pound over 200 pounds.
Good Lord.
Mark that off my list. Never mind. Be paying an arm and a leg to go
Wait, so
up
what's
there.
the first one? What was the first thing?
$159 for tandem jump with an instructor. Basically, that's how when they're strapped to you. I think that's what that means.
Oh, that's no fun.
I mean, I still think it. I think it would be fun still. It doesn't change the fact that you didn't jump out of a plane.
Yeah, but it's like
You're also saving, $200. Regardless,
I don't know. I feel like if I'm going all in, I'm going all in.
there's not enough money in the world to pay for my weight jumping out of that plane at 50 cents per pound.
So what's 50? What's 50 cents times like 45?
90?
So it would be whatever the second cost was plus 90.
Oh, half. No, okay, so no, it'd be what'd you say, half?
45.
It would be 22 and a half.
22 and a half. That's not even that bad.
Well, yeah, for you, but I'm like 5, 6, 7, 800 pounds. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
It's all in my brain, Garrett, is Perrysburg with another opportunity. That one out of play. It's this big melon I got on top of my shoulders, Garrett. That's where all the weight comes from. My head alone probably weighs 45 pounds. That is true. It's from all those skydiving facts I got in my dome.
So how much is the ride a hot air balloon?
Well, you got me there. I said I had skydiving facts, not hot air balloon facts.
Figure the head, your head's so big. I mean, figure you could pile maybe more than just one set of facts in it.
You would think so, but it's just a lot of hot air in my head. So I'm surprised they don't fly away right now.
Checking in for the Arrows, number 9, Madison Beatty.
Wow, $350 for one person, $650 for two.
Holy
I will take my chances with the parachute. Under 5 minutes left to play here. The Ashland Community Soccer Stadium, 2-0 still in favor of Perrysburg. Another thought that just came to mind, Garrett, is, what was going on when when the first hot air balloon happened? We've all had those thoughts, where it's like, oh yeah, you see a balloon and like, 150 of them, and it'll be just like up and it'll carry me away. But it's like, imagine you said that and then someone did it.
Someone's a genius.
Yeah. Well, somebody has a hot air balloon empire and is making $650 per ride, pretty much.
Let's just build our own.
Honestly, let's invest in a hot air balloon. On September 19th, 1783. Wow, 1783.
Wow.
Piltre de Rosier, a scientist, launched the first hot air balloon called Aerostat Rebellion. The passengers were a sheep, a duck, and a rooster, and it stayed in the air for only 15 minutes. Oh, wow. Now, here's my question. Where does a sheep and a duck and a rooster get $950 to ride an air balloon from? I must be in the wrong profession. I'm going to go become a...
So it was a sheep, a duck, and what?
and a rooster.
How'd they get along?
That's literally... Yeah, that's the start of a bad joke. I think our director is... Yeah, like, how would they get along? What'd they do? Just throw them in there? And they're like, okay.
Go!
Well, see you guys later.
I feel like one of those animals definitely would have rebelled. At least attempt to.
Listen, if it was what was it, 1740, and you're trying to put me in
1783.
if you're trying to put me in this big balloon, I'm gonna be like, no.
Well, it
Kaylee-
also was a sheep and not a human.
Kaylee Bittinger on the free kick. Great opportunity for Ashland to take some momentum into the second half. She'll have a free kick. Okay, something I've always thought is interesting is Francis and Kep here, they just kind of have to stand in front of the ball. I would hate that.
It's a dangerous position to be in, Storm, because, a ball might hit you right square in the face going out there in harm's way, but another save here for Perrysburg is it's still 2-0.
It's like you remember during baseball season when I told you my perfect baseball defense?
I don't remember.
You just put one of your outfielders directly in front of the plate. So if they hit it, it'll hit them, but it'll sting a little bit. But you're gonna get the out. You remember that?
No.
You don't
I feel
remember me
that's
telling?
very dangerous.
I literally have told you about this on at least 3 or 4 different baseball shoots. Where it was like, this is how I would shift my infield, and no one would want to play for me.
That's a horrible strategy.
We would. Hey, I'll find a baseball team. I'll run it. We'll see who wins.
Okay. Okay, we'll see.
Under 45 left to play here in the first half, and it's going to be an excellent opportunity for Perrysburg. Maxwell has it on the far side of the field. Out of bounds, she will throw it in. Tries to find her teammate Zeisloff, and does. She tries to cross it in. Gets it there, but just a little too much on it. 15 now left to play. Kep has it, and I think they're just going to try to run this one out. That's going to do it for the first half of action here at Ashland Soccer Community Stadium. 2-0, your score in favor of Perrysburg. We'll be right back with halftime stats as well as second half action coming up next.
Our number one receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard Flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Maumee Bay Turf Center, a leader in synthetic sports services as well as natural field construction, maintenance, and renovation. Maumee Bay Turf is part of Turf Nation, the most trusted source in the synthetic turf industry, including creating the surface for the biggest game in pro football. From professional, college, and high school sports to recreation and commercial projects, check them out at MaumeeBayTurfCenter.com and see our large collection of finished projects and services. Maumee Bay Turf Center, we build better.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
I'm Travis Big League Berardi. Catch me every week with my Country Roads rankings. We'll go over the small school top 10 football schools here in the area.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Bluntschly, of course, joined by my good personal friend as well as colleague, the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, it was a tale of two halves there in the first.
Perrysburg came out here and kind of asserted dominance in the first about 15 minutes, but after that, Ashland kind of dominated. You know, I know they don't have anything really to show for it on the scoreboard technically, but they had a lot of shots, you know, on goal, just none of them able to get the back of the net. I think you got to like what you see if you're Coach Lee Hunt for Ashland, what you seen in the first half. But some of those, you know, they got to start to begin to fall because Perrysburg, they got the 2 spot on them, and I'm sure the Lady Jackets are going to come out here and try to get their own goals of their own. So it's going to be an interesting second half, to say the least.
So take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by Park National Bank. Ashland with 10 shots, 3 of them on goal, 1 offsides, with 55% of the possession time, 2 corner kicks, 5 saves, no cards, as well as no fouls for Perrysburg. 8 shots, 7 of them on goal, 1 offsides, 45% possession, 5 corner kicks, 1 save, no cards, and 3 fouls. That's going to do it for our Park National Bank halftime show. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with second half action coming your way next.
Number 1 receiver coming from the Shelby Whippets, Isaiah Ramsey.
He's caught our attention over here, and we're certainly going to keep an eye on the Willard Flashes.
We will see you next week on the Stat Leaders, brought to you by Spitzer of Mansfield.
Maumee Bay Turf Center, a leader in synthetic sports surfaces as well as natural field construction, maintenance, and renovation. Maumee Bay Turf is part of Turf Nation, the most trusted source in the synthetic turf industry, including creating the surface for the biggest game in pro football. From professional, college, and high school sports to recreation and commercial projects, check them out at MaumeeBayTurfCenter.com and see our large collection of finished projects and services. Maumee Bay Turf Center, we build better.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
I'm Travis Big League Berardi. Catch me every week with my Country Roads rankings. We'll go over the small school top 10 football schools here in the area.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Hello and welcome back to Ashland Community Soccer Stadium, where second half action is already underway here. Storm Bluntschly, of course, joined by my good personal friend as well as colleague, the illustrious Garret Parlett. Garret, we're in for a good second half. I think this one's definitely far from over.
Both sides had a lot of shots and a lot of chances to get some goals on the scoreboard. Only Perrysburg able to get any in that first half, as they had to. See if Ashland can respond coming out in the second half and get their win total up to 4.
Out of play will be Ashland's throw-in, I believe. Perrysburg has it. It's Haft. Trying to create some space and get it to Adelle Francis. I want to go out of play and check this out, Garrett. What is that? 5-seat lawn chair right there? Wow. I would be embarrassed to bring the one I have in my car out here next to that behemoth.
Yeah, I broke yours, didn't I?
You did. You sat in it and shattered it. I mean, it was on its last
old.
leg.
I mean, yeah, come on.
It was
Don't make
already
me seem
ripped
like I'm that big.
It was already ripped and torn, but I mean, wow. You and 6? You and 6 of your friends, man, in one lawn chair.
It's like a lawn couch.
That's the coolest thing I've seen all day. Besides the hot air balloon fact. Ashland now with an opportunity on the far sideline. It's Plank that has it. So, Garrett, I got something that I just thought of that I wanted to ask you, so you know this is going to be good. So my sister Frankie goes to Ashland High School now. You think she's embarrassed by me at these games?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. I always invite her to come out and watch and just see how the OH report process goes, but she never wants to.
Oh, Frank.
Frank.
No, Frank.
I think it would be cool. Like if the roles were switched and she worked here and was like my age and we switched, I would just be like, yeah, dude, my sister works at the OH report. Give me your Bosco sticks at lunch and I'll make you the MVP.
Now, if they're talking Bosco sticks, that's a high regard.
But yeah, that's what I would be using. You gotta be wheeling and dealing. You give me your Bosco sticks, I'll make you the MVP for tomorrow's game.
I'd give like hundreds of dollars for some Bosco sticks right now.
The school ones, Crestview lunchroom school Bosco sticks. Yeah,
Phenomenal.
they're so good.
We only got 2. I could probably eat 100.
Oh, dude, I could easily eat like being realistic. I could easily eat 6 or 7 Bosco sticks.
I'd go even higher. I'm thinking like 12.
At school, dude, I would get hungry, like hungry. Yeah, it's a breadstick. But ours were like different. They were like,
Dude, they had Parmesan cheese over top of them, and they were super garlicky.
oh, they were so good, dude. They were so awesome. There isn't one. I'm not even sure like what a Bosco is and why it's a stick, but it was good.
I mean, it was a top 3 lunch.
Very easily. It's off of that miscue. Perrysburg with a good opportunity. Easily a top 3 lunch. That and Po' Boy.
Whoa.
I like the Po' Boy.
That is an awful take. First off, you can't even speak on the lunches, Storm. You were a Packer.
Hold on. Bosco sticks found fame in cafeteria, but their roots originate in a shuttered Michigan, now shuttered, so closed, Michigan pizzeria. It was named after the patron saint of children St. John Bosco in 1988. Huh. Mark Atina, I don't know how to say that last name, founded Bosco's Carryout Pizzeria. So I guess that's why it's called a Bosco stick. Thank you, Adam, for that. Anyways, Po' Boy. I thought it was
Bottom 3.
Oh, whatever. You're just hamming it up for the camera.
No, I'm not. That's easy bottom 3.
Maybe I just liked it.
I mean, it's all based on opinion. I mean,
and yours is wrong.
Mine is not wrong. Everybody we know would agree with me, and you know it.
Adam's here, and he loves Po' Boy.
Well, it's not
from the school, that you didn't go to. Back to the game. Ashland still just offensively putting the foot on the gas and not letting Perrysburg get anything easy. It just has not converted the points, and I know we keep talking about it, Garrett, but I feel like the score should at least be 2-1 at this point.
Ashland's been dominating time of possession here. Really ever since that 15-minute mark in the first half. It's been mostly Arrows. But nothing on the scoreboard to show for it. Is still
Here we go.
with that shutout, but a through ball here to Perrysburg.
Another one-on-one here, and that's going to be an easy score for Adelle Francis for her second one of the night, just getting right by Sadie Mills for a big goal for the Perrysburg Lady Jackets. Let's take a look at that one more time.
Tremendous move from Francis. Her
Ooh,
21st,
little in and out.
21st goal on the season with a little bit of a crossover, getting the goalie to bite on it, and an easy shot as Perrysburg now beginning to pull away.
Absolutely put Sadie Mills on skates, then turned on the afterburners there at the end to put that one away. A little hee-hee action. Also, Garrett, sorry, this will be my last food-related topic of the game, but I just thought both of you would enjoy this actually. The Mexican pizza permanently back.
Really?
Here soon, yeah. I know that was like a hot topic at South Central versus Lucas regional, or no, district? No, regional. Sectional. Final?
I don't know.
One of them, but I remember that. So the Mexican pizza will be coming back, and I will be eating 3 to 4 of them every day probably.
Don't like them.
But you don't like Taco Bell.
I like Taco Bell. I just don't like to eat it every day like you, bub.
I love Doritos Locos Tacos.
Mid.
That one sails out of bounds. No free shout outs here on the Oich Report. Ashland will have a goal kick. They now trail 3-0. So it'll be a long road for a comeback here for the Lady Arrows, but not impossible. As we've seen just how effective Perrysburg has been with their offensive touches, as they have another one here. That was Maxwell. Turned it over, unfortunately, but Garrett, Perrysburg just so efficient when they've been able to have touches on ball.
And when they get the chance, they make it count. They've had a couple goals now where they've had one-on-one opportunities, and it's a great way, especially to get your best player in space, is Adelle Francis now up to her second goal today. Really making the Lady Arrows count. Is this going to retain with Perrysburg, and they're going to throw in.
Perrysburg once again in a dangerous, or no, Ashland, excuse me, in a dangerous situation. A little bit of contact there, and I think they're going to reward Perrysburg with a free kick. There we go, the patented Storm Bluntschly baseball defense here, the wall. So here we go, Caroline Thomas set to take a free kick. Great spot for a shot at the goal. Thomas with the free kick. Top of the net, off the crossbar. Perrysburg right there, goes in. Macy Maxwell with a score of her own. Great hustle and awareness off of the missed free kick, which looked gorgeous, but Macy Maxwell able to clean up the mess.
Maxwell able to get back there and heads up play too. Able to stay awake over there, find the soft spot, and just find a way to put it in between the pipes. Is now Perrysburg looking to pull away here up 4-0.
So a big momentum swing here in favor of Perrysburg, Garrett. It seemed like the momentum was kind of split between each side, but now it seems like Perrysburg just has it all.
Trying to put this one away as quickly as they can. They score goals in high velocity, and you got to be able to stop this offense from Perrysburg, as now they're beginning to dominate time of possession.
Starting to pour this one off like syrup on waffles.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Those thin ones from Waffle House.
Never had Waffle House.
L.
You
Massive.
told me you didn't like Waffle House.
No, I did. It was the scenario. Man, those hash browns with everything on them, though. No free plugs. Those will turn you sideways, though. I'm telling you that much. They're so good, though. Zeislov has it in the middle of the field, trying to work it over to Francis. I'm trying to do something here. Can you quit? Can you refrain from laughing so much? What's wrong with hash browns, man? They'll flip you upside down, turn you inside out.
Not my most favorite form of potato, that is.
Hash browns are potatoes, yes. That's not your favorite?
No.
Fries.
Easily. It clears.
Yeah. I would say, though, that it's not clear.
It clears.
Here we go. Perrysburg going to run down with the goalkeeper. Sadie Mills able to track that one down, though. I would say they're pretty close, Garrett. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to argue with you anymore. I've just learned as the game has gone on that you're just wrong and I'm right, and that's okay. Out of play, throw in here for Perrysburg. It's Garrett. Another swarm on the horizon of Yellow Jackets checking in, and our wonderful director Adam Thompson reminding us this is all the things that have been mentioned here today on the broadcast. Bosco sticks, Ashland skydiving, Taco Bell, Crestview Cafeteria, and Waffle House. Let's play a little game, Garrett. Which of these things is not like the other?
Skydiving.
Ding, 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 ding.
You know, it's hard being the smartest person in the group.
I'd say the smartest person in the group. I mean, it's just a race between you and Adam. I'm out of the I was out of the running before it even started, so you take that up with him. Funniest. I can say it's hard to be the funniest person on the field. Above the field, excuse me.
You already messed up your own joke.
What a
You're
great
saying
joke.
You're the funniest person on the staff here. You literally messed up your own joke.
Ashland now on the attack.
Go.
They have it. Through ball here. Cleared away by Sadowski. 4-0 still on the scoreboard. Perrysburg with all the momentum right now is they're just taking advantage of this Crestview, of this Ashland defense.
Some subs now checking in for Ashland, trying to get some fresh bodies in there, some fresh legs. It's now down 4-0, and got to begin to kind of put the pressure on Perrysburg if you want any chance to come back and even just to tie this game. Going to need to do it in a hurry.
Well, and they have been aggressive. Ashland's, they've had looks. I mean, I feel like I've said it so many times, but they've had great opportunities. It's just, it hasn't been able to score yet. And you got to think about the header there in the first half. It was in the pretty early goings, and I think it was still 1-1 at that, or 1-0 at that point. How different that would have made this game. Ashland, though, with a great opportunity and a shot. It gets blocked by a couple of Yellow Jackets. And that one will be saved, but another shot on goal for Ashland.
Deep shot there from Ashland, just trying to see if they can catch the goalkeeper asleep and kind of sneak one in there to make this just a 3-point game. But Arrows can't really buy a goal. I've had great chances, but nothing still on that scoreboard.
As we take a look now at a very special graphic we have prepared now. As the Perrysburg goalkeeper will track that one down, or excuse me, the Ashland goalkeeper. Storm's potato rankings. Now this is going to be a little bit difficult, I think, but number 1 is definitely fries.
So now it's definitely.
Definitely, yes. As Perrysburg on the attack. Great save there from Ashland. French fries number 1. Second, hash browns. Third, twice baked potatoes, not regular, twice baked.
Handball.
Handball.
Twice?
Twice
What is
baked,
that?
twice baked potato. You bake it twice. It's delicious.
Weird.
And third, or fourth, I meant. Are there even 4 potato foods?
Yes.
Well, I'm not eating mashed potatoes. Icky, gross. Get it away from me.
That's
Ashland now with a corner, saved by the goalkeeper. All right, we got to expedite this process. Start throwing out some potato
scallops, mashed, tater tots or potato.
foods. Potatoes, tater tots. Yep.
That's bad. It's a bad list.
Okay, well, it's Storm, so you do yours.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing mine. You made me mad with the hash brown.
So to recap Storm's potato rankings, French fries, hash browns, twice baked potatoes, and tater tots. Now I'm hungry, unfortunately.
Awful list.
For the Yellow Jackets, number
I don't want to hear it.
30, and for the Arrows, number 3, Carissa Beverly.
It's been an interesting stream. Our soccer streams are always so much fun, I feel like. Not to toot my own horn, but you don't think so? No comment?
No comment, Storm.
Unfortunate. Great opportunity here for Perrysburg once again. A rundown with the goalkeeper. Ashland gets to it again. Perrysburg wanted a foul, but that one will be out of play. I want to take a second to thank our very generous sponsors, Sutton Bank, Park National Bank, North Central State College, and Maumee Bay Turf Center. Thank you all so much for your generous contributions to the OH Report, as this would not be possible without you guys. So big thank you to all of our sponsors, top to bottom, on the OH Report.
Let me ask real quick, Storm.
Here we go.
Now, the twice baked potato, is that just a regular potato? Like, are we putting anything on it?
Yeah, you put – no. Of course you put stuff on it.
Well, I'm just asking.
I'm not sure the delicate, intricate inner workings of a twice baked potato, but I know that they're delicious, and I know you put bacon bits, cheese, sour cream. What are those little green things? Chives? Chives.
Or green onions?
Did I already say sour cream? And I'm talking a heap, like so in my family, like if there's 5 of us eating, that's a tub of sour cream.
Good Lord!
Oh, it's so good.
No, you're overdoing it.
No, I'm not.
You want a little potato with your sour cream, bud?
Great one. Oh, great one.
Oh, so they're like the appetizers. Like
Kinda,
potato
yeah.
skins?
Yeah. I had them at Thanksgiving one year. I've only ever had them once. Is this free kick? Goes right in the hands of the goalkeeper. But another great opportunity for Ashland that they just couldn't take advantage of. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, man. Now I want potato skins.
All right, after we move on from this subject, I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Just one more thing, and then we can move on.
Go ahead.
You are really weird with your fries, and you're super like I don't know. You like crinkle cut, which I feel like is so weird.
Good.
Those are so original. I feel like they're so bare bones. I feel like I have to eat those with like a gallon of barbecue sauce.
Well, fries are not a meal.
Well, no, but I'm saying like
Today's
they're
potato
just dry.
researcher, Adam Thompson. Well, yeah, but
Like, would you not rather have like seasoned fries or shoestring fries or waffle fries?
no. Okay, so now we're doing this. The fry ranking. Here's a cross from Ashland. That'll sail out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Ashland. But here we're doing this now. The fry ranking. Steak, fries, obviously.
That is bad.
No, it is not.
As one?
As number 1.
Woo-hoo, that's bad.
Steak, fries. Oh, you're gonna hate my list. Steak fries number 1.
If crinkle is number 2.
Waffle
I'm
fries
losing.
number 2. Crinkle fries number 1, and you are going to absolutely hate this. The smiley face French fries number 4.
What do you even get those?
Steak fries, waffle fries, crinkle, smiley face fries. You used to get them at Friendlies, I think.
That is an awful list.
That is an amazing list.
Bottom tier.
I miss Friendlies. I wish Friendlies was still around. I think they're still around, but I wish they were still around.
So you're going to take crinkle cut over seasoned fries and curly fries?
I think so. Wow. But here's the thing. So we take a look at Storm's fry ranking: steak fries, waffle fries, crinkle cut, smiley face. Dude, those smiley face ones are a sleeper. Those smiley face ones might move up.
They're a bit too much potato for me.
That's fair. There's not a lot of like the skin. Or
yeah,
whatever.
I like the skin on my fries.
Ooh, these are getting physical down there. Oh, you hear that moans and groans from the audience. I guess nobody likes my list, so.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
The skin, yeah. So Adam is laughing at Garrett about how he says there's too much potato, but I mean I can agree. You know, there's not a lot of skin on the smiley face one.
That's why I don't like crinkle cut either.
But I would.
The only crinkle cut is Cane's. Those are the only ones.
A pound of Smileys.
Smileys by
Which
far.
has more potato, a pound of crinkle cut or a pound of Smileys? Is Ashland another free kick? Right into the hands of the goalkeeper. And things are getting, I mean, I know we're talking about french fries up here, but things are getting physical on the field.
Yeah, you see a lot of bodies falling Storm on the field out there. It's getting physical out there. The frustration for Ashland is beginning to boil over now. Still scoreless in this one. And Perrysburg just trying to shut him out and go home the victor.
Boil over like a pot of potatoes, maybe?
You don't boil fries. At least not to my knowledge, you don't.
I just said potatoes. Boiled potato like an egg.
I don't boil a potato. Who boils potatoes?
That's how you get homemade mash.
See, I don't make homemade mash. I'm not a homemade mash guy. I don't know how to make them, so. But I would love to eat them.
Popeye's Cajun fries are so good.
They're just seasoned fries.
Well, yeah, they're good. But okay, this is the very last thing about this fry topic or whatever. Give it a second. It's Perrysburg in the box. Take a shot here, headed away by Ashland. Perrysburg still with possession though. Some more physical play. And Perrysburg is going to get another free kick here with a great opportunity to score. It's going to be Ashland Heft. Nope. Excuse me. Sweet Grace here. Taking this free kick. Last topic, Garrett. I got to get it in. I would prefer to have Arby's curly cut fries over Arby's crinkle cut fries. But I would much rather, in general, have crinkle over curly.
I can't argue with it about it anymore. It's what you think.
It's ran its course. People at home are getting sick of hearing us talk about fries, and I can't blame them. Free kick here from Perrysburg. Blocked. Bly the wall.
So that's exactly why they're there, Storm. Doing their job.
Well, that would be like the same thing in baseball.
Here we go.
It hits you.
It wouldn't.
And it would hurt if you're standing directly in front of the batter. Like in front of the home plate.
That's so, like, not.
Overpowered? I know.
No. That's, like, not safe at all.
Oh, I never said it was safe, but it's effective.
Okay, guy.
Like in the MLB, great move there by Ashland. So they're going to be on the attack now. Somehow stays in bounds. Addie Helbert has it. Turns it over to Perrysburg. They're going to be on the attack. But in the MLB, like if the Guardians, this one sails into the hands of the goalkeeper. I mean, if the Guardians were like, we'll give you $500,000 to just stand in front of the plate, I'd be like, okay.
You'd probably be paying that in medical bills.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. But I'd still take it.
You'd have no money left.
I mean, it's not guaranteed that I'd go to the hospital. Look at the pitchers. They get hit by comeback ones.
They're also not 1 feet in front of them.
Yeah, I know, but they're not like, what is it, like 35 feet?
No, it's like 90.
To the mound? That is no, it's not.
I'm almost. It's
90
I'm
is from
pretty
home to
sure
first, and like that's the base paths.
Probably 60 then.
For the Arrows, number 8, Amelia Hunt. Number 10,
Hold on, Adam's on the case.
26, Ansley Wilson. And number 32, Gracie Fuster.
Oh, you're right. 60 feet and 6 inches.
It's like 30.
I mean, I have a glove. Like,
Your reaction time's not gonna be that
I mean,
fast.
yeah, but I'm holding it in front of my face. I'm just saying, I would take it.
That's one of the dumbest things you've ever said in your life.
We've heard it before. It's Ashland with a shot on goal. That one's saved by the keeper. The average reaction time of a human is 0.25 seconds. Visually. Audio is 7.17. So I'd say I fall somewhere probably around, my reaction time is probably like 0.10. Pretty good, I'd say.
So, when pitchers get hit and they're, 60 feet away, imagine you standing, 1 foot away. Yeah, you'd be in problem with a bat, too.
Okay, so maybe not 1 foot, but like 2 feet. Great
Big
ball
deal.
here
That
from
doesn't change
Perrysburg.
much.
Hold on. Perrysburg with an opportunity to score. Wanted the foul. They're not going to get it. But take a look at our replay in our Maumee Bay Turf Center replay. A little bit of contact there, not enough to warrant a foul. Good call by the ref. Will be a corner kick here for Perrysburg. So why don't you just build a wall then? 3 or 4 guys. And they're standing 10 feet back.
So what if the ball gets by him, Storm? What happens then?
So you would use your
There's nobody left.
shortstop, because what is a shortstop? And
It's the most
your third baseman.
meaningful position in baseball.
You'd use your catcher, since he's in all the gear. There you go.
So what happens when he misses and it's a pass ball?
No, but your pitcher has to throw it hard enough off the backstop that it bounces back.
We're done with this conversation.
You're just mad that I'm right all the time. Couple of players, Garret, hit the ground right there. Drop like a sack of potatoes. Tying in all the potatoes. I'm Mr. Pun today, man. Adam's Mr. Pun today. He's texting me all these. Goal kick here for the Arrows. Opportunity for Ashland if they're able to track this one down. A lot of contact. They're going to call that one on Ashland. So Perrysburg with a free kick. Take a look at the little spin Rooski. Oh! Like a strawberry in the blender. Big bump right there as the Ashland defender hits the deck. It's okay though, and we've got an Arrow checking in as well. It's Claire Plank checking in for the Arrows. Been thinking about who our MVP is, Garret?
Of course I have, Storm.
It's me.
It's not. You've actually done nothing but have awful takes all broadcast.
Ouch. Then it's you, I guess.
No, the real MVP, Storm's on the field. I think I got a good idea of who my vote's gonna go to.
Well, don't spoil it.
I didn't give it away.
Good. I'm glad. We get yelled at if we spoil it by Adam. I'm just playing, everyone. So 4-0 is still in favor of Perrysburg. Ashland still with a goose egg. But they've had their opportunities, that's for sure. Perrysburg with a throw in deep in Arrows territory. Be another foul. Things have been getting scrappy here in the late goings of this one.
You can see the frustration from Ashland. It's still at that 0 on the scoreboard and haven't been able to get anything to go as time beginning to dwindle away. Arrow's going to get something to go to even have a chance in this one as Perrysburg's looking pretty solid.
Well, Garrett, if you didn't know this, the phrase goose egg is derived from the shape of a goose egg in a 0. Before that, the British used duck egg or just egg to describe a 0. Oh my gosh, Garrett. There's a parachuter in the horizon.
No way.
2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. Oh my gosh. What a genius I am bringing that up earlier in the broadcast. If you're looking straight at the field, it's like 1 or 2 o'clock. Maybe they see us. Maybe they're up there talking about the OH report.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Okay, breaking the action. Look. Right there. No, up here.
I can't find it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I see him.
There were like 5 or 6 of them.
I see him.
I thought it was a hot air balloon there for a second, but I'm jealous. Envious. You think I could parachute off this? We're up pretty high.
Almost a goal right there for Perrysburg. Tremendous kick. Great corner kick opportunity. They're going to get another one. Good job from the goalie and Mills to bat that one out of there. Going to force Perrysburg to take another try here. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Carolyn Thomas on the corner kick, headed away by Ashland. Under 10 minutes left to play here in this one. Ashland's going to have to put up some goals early if they want to come back here. Barring any kind of miracle, as the illustrious might say. I'm getting real sick of you not saying that.
I didn't get the chance to.
You've changed, man.
You stole my thunder.
You don't say swipe down anymore, or any of our fun little goofy quips that we usually say. It's like we've grown apart, Garrett.
Okay.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. Free kick here for Perrysburg. That is Ashland Brown. Not to be confused with the Ashland Arrows. 2 totally different things.
Great free kick right there. Had an opportunity, did Perrysburg to get ahead on it. Just not able to, just a little bit too far. As huge group substitutions for both squads. But especially for Perrysburg.
A quiver of arrows substitution here for Ashland. Can't believe you didn't even laugh at my joke, Garrett. It was so funny and you didn't even laugh. You lost a friend today.
Checking in for the Arrows, number 9, Ashland Lady.
6 minutes, just under 7 minutes left to play here in this one. 4-0 your scoreboard in favor of Perrysburg. Garrett, Perrysburg, that's a school we don't really cover all that often. This way. There's no way. No way this is their first time ever on the OH report, right?
Covered a lot of sports, Storm, for a couple years now, so the games blend together. I believe this might be the first time, at least that I've seen them. So
this is Adam Thompson is confirming. So what a way to welcome in Perrysburg to the OH report family.
Big time win here against an Ashland club that's pretty solid so far this season. On the road too, being the Road Warriors. Road Jackets, and getting it done in a big win, you know, barring any sort of miracle up 4-0.
Thank you, Garrett. So hopefully you Perrysburg fans watching at home, I hope you enjoyed your your little stay with the OH Report. Hopefully we'll see more of you, and hopefully, good luck with the rest of your season, that's for sure. 5:40 left to play here. Perrysburg decides to just kick that one out of bounds. That was Heft. And Garret. Perrysburg, Ohio is the home of Fort Meigs, the War of 1812 battlefield, and the largest reconstructed fortification in North America, in case you didn't know that. Another thing I just noticed, Garret, number 7 and number 8 for Perrysburg have the same first name, Ashland, Ashlyn. I think that's a pretty weird one.
It's definitely unique, too.
Not to be confused, of course, with Ashland, the city in Ohio.
And a team they're going to get a win against here on the OH Report.
So, Ashland and Ashland 1, Ashland 0. What a call. By me. 4:30 left to play here in the second half. Perrysburg just pretty much in lockdown defense mode. No need to try to get fancy and make some errant mistakes. So just looking to waste some clock is the chippiness still there.
It's kind of that game stormer keep away. Everyone plays that as a child, and having to bring it to fruition out here on the pitch is Perrysburg. Just going to try to keep the ball away from Ashland, kind of run some clock here, and get out of here with a win.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about football in like the first 3 minutes of this match, Garret, and I wanted you to ask me about my game, so do that right now.
Yes, Storm. So I was at Lucas versus Mogador. It was a close game, and Lucas probably should have won that one, but they ended up falling 18-14. They take on Crestview, an undefeated squad next week. How was your game, though?
It was good. Colonel Crawford's the real deal. They got out with a big win. It was a running clock there in the second half, but the highlight of my game, sometimes those little snow cone things that are at the games?
Yeah.
Well, I never carry cash, so all I had was my card, and none of the concession stands around here take card. I don't know if there are any, actually, except for Marion Harding takes it. Oh, and Ashland High School, I guess. Oh, and they have an app, I guess. So I was desperate for water because I was dying of thirst because I never prepare to drink during games because I'm dumb. And so I got to eat a snow cone last night, blue raspberry, and I put way too much syrup in it, and then it made me feel sick after.
You sound like a little kid, buddy. How's your stomach feeling this morning? Feel better?
It was okay. It was only a half hour. The snow cone was really good. The ice part was. I thought it would be a good idea to drink the extra syrup.
It is.
It was great. It was awesome. But I felt really sick after.
Especially blue raspberry. Best flavor.
I had to go to the little OH reporter's room. Your sigh says it all. 2:20 left to play here. It's a battle for it on the far sideline. I think we're going to get a corner kick here from Perrysburg.
Don't expect them to even cross this one, Storm. I expect them just to kick this one in and try to burn some clock here, but you never know. Looks like they may try to cross it, and they will.
Made you eat your words as that one almost finds the back of the net, but will be headed out of bounds.
Be a goal kick for the Arrows. This one really all but over. Perrysburg going to move to a healthy 7-0-2. Still undefeated on the season. Just the 2 ties. Don't count as losses, so still undefeated are the Lady Jackets, and maybe trying to still do some damage here. This one I think is from calling offsides on the Jackets.
So it seems like for the third time, barring any miracle, 4-0 is going to be your final here from Ashland Community Soccer Stadium, as we're sub 1 minute to play here in Ashland. Gorgeous day for some soccer. Perrysburg still on the attack, though. That one will be saved by the Ashland goalkeeper. .30 seconds left to play here. All Perrysburg has to do is pretty much dribble this one out, and it'll be all she wrote. Garret, it was a tough match played by both sides, but Perrysburg just able to capitalize on the most of their opportunities.
We've seen Ashland with a couple chances in that first half, but really not a lot here in the second half. Just outmatched here from Perrysburg in the second half, and that's the reason they're going to be your victor 4-0 here over Ashland.
So Perrysburg, your victor here over the Ashland Arrows, 4-0 from Ashland Community Soccer Stadium. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with final stats as well as a player of the game interview.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Kasasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
I'm Garret G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report.
Maumee Bay Turf Center, a leader in synthetic sports services as well as natural field construction, maintenance, and renovation. Maumee Bay Turf is part of Turf Nation, the most trusted source in the synthetic turf industry, including creating the surface for the biggest game in pro football. From professional, college, and high school sports to recreation and commercial projects, check them out at MaumeeBayTurfCenter.com and see our large collection of finished projects and services. Maumee Bay Turf Center, we build better.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
What's up, America? Brian Skoronski here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
here with our player of the game now, North Central State College player of the game, Adelle Francis. You had a heck of a game tonight. 2 goals. How are you able to score so effectively here tonight?
I definitely would say it has a lot to do with my teammates. They tend to play good balls in. I just kind of run on it. I have like some speed that I can just get around the girls and finish in the back of the net.
It's quite a hike here for you all the way down in Ashland. How are you able to keep your composure and your cool here coming all the way down here?
Normally just on the bus, like I try and like stay locked in, like listening to music, trying to like calm the nerves. And then when I get here, I just start like visualizing the game and getting myself ready to play.
Alrighty, and then just talk to me about the rest of your season going forward. A big win here tonight. You guys are off to a scorching hot start. Just tell me about the rest of your season.
Honestly, we're looking forward to the rest of our season. We have a really talented group of girls this season, and I definitely think we can go far and make it a run for the tournament this year.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Congratulations. Go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Once again, your North Central State College player of the game. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep. I was going to send it back up to you, to Garrett. Go ahead and wrap this up and throw us out of here.
Thank you, Storm. It was a great match between Perrysburg and Ashland. Your victor. The Perrysburg Lady Jackets defeated Ashland 4-0. Let's take a look at those final stats brought to you by Park National Bank. Perrysburg, 12 shots, 9 shots on goal, 55% possession, 6 offsides, 8 corners, 0 cards, and 3 fouls. For Ashland, 10 shots, 5 on goal, 45% possession, 2 offsides, 5 corners, 0 cards, and 0 fouls. It's a heck of a match here today. Perrysburg, I know that they came in kind of the favorite to win this one. Ashland wasn't able to respond in that second half. I thought Ashland played pretty well, and in the first half they had a couple shots that they were able to at least have great chances and great looks to be able to cash in, but just not able to do so. As Perrysburg, they're going to move to a spotless 7-0-2. No losses on the year for the Lady Jackets, and for Ashland, they'll fall to 3-6-1. But that's going to do it here, all from Ashland Soccer Community Stadium. I want to thank a big shout out to our production crew here today. Storm on the play-by-play, Adam Thompson, doing all the kitchen gadgets on behind the scenes, me running camera and color. But of course, I want to thank our sponsors: Park National Bank, North Central State College, Sutton Bank, Maumee Bay Turf Center. We appreciate all your guys' generous help. This wouldn't be done without you. But for OH Report, live and free soccer, we out.